particular training, what you have to look at is the value that you get out of interacting with those that normally you don't have contact with. And a very important component to this, an important component to actually learning and getting what you need out of this program is challenging yourself to break down the notions that you've had over the course of your career.
I probably came with a preconceived idea that I was going to sit and listen to a number of lecturers who would explain what economic growth was all about, and for them to lead me down the path in terms of what I need to do in terms of determining strategy development. But probably what's been most surprising for me has been the level of debate and discussion, and there aren't actual answers. There are a number of scenarios and debates, and you really take a perspective in terms of what other people are putting in. So for me, surprising was that the engagement of the group in terms of looking to develop and grow, rather than simply getting information fed to you from the course directors.
Outside the content of the course itself, I'd say that the spread of the participants it's great, because we're about 40 and from different countries, very well spread, with different backgrounds, different exposures, different experiences, and different capacities as well. And then the good thing is that most people are working on projects. So some people are government employees, others are private sector, others are consultants like myself, some are service providers.
I think the shared learning it's always very surprising, because I'm coming from a Nordic country that tend to think that we're so advanced. So sort of when you hear stories that, okay, they're doing that in that country, okay, we haven't thought about that in Denmark yet, but I think that's a cool part, that you see these people from places that you're not really sure where it's actually located on the globe. You know the continent, but maybe not, and they're doing stuff that is more advanced than you do.
There are so many things from the classes, from the way we've talked about things, and from what I've heard from colleagues in that room, that I'm going to be thinking about for a long time. I need more process time, I think, to figure out how it's going to affect me in my personal life and in my professional life. But I have no regret about taking the 3 weeks, because everything that I'm taking from the 3 weeks, I've got a notebook full of things that I'm going to be leafing through, and I've got a whole group of 77 other people who went through this experience.
Oh, there were many things about this program that I truly enjoyed. There were extensive case studies that were presented in the classes that covered an array of topics in case studies. But one of the things that is really, truly important that I'll take away from this is the discussions that centered around those case studies, which included people from around the world, senior executive leaders from around the world. What I will take away is a broader perspective, a tool chest of different resources that I didn't have before. And in addition, I will have many resources through networking that I didn't have prior to coming here to Harvard.
I had more in common with people in the class who were not of my political party, and I was surprised by that. You know, here I'm a Democrat, you know, and I had more in common with some of the Republicans in the class than I thought I would, and it made me realize how important it is that to understand people, have opportunities to communicate with people, to share, and this class was just very provocative in that way.
This is a tremendously diverse group of people, whether they're elected, whether they're appointed, whether they're lifelong bureaucrats. To some extent, we all have very similar jobs. I've been able to spend time with those other participants, either in class or after class at night, whether we've gone out for dinner or whether we've just sat around somewhere quiet to talk. The takeaway from that is I have 70 new friends. I have people that I could call for a professional problem. I have people that I could call just to vent if I needed to. I'm very excited about the relationships.